In today's video, we are going to share with you a brand new way to find profitable products to make extra money on Amazon.
I'm Brooke.
And I'm Morgan, but you can call me Lil Mo.
So we want to get this video started real quick with just going over some mindset details that I know some of you guys might be at right now, because I know you guys have just started selling. Some of you maybe a little bit longer than others, but the business moves real fast at the beginning, and then you get caught in that, man, am I not being able to move fast enough to quit my job? And then you start thinking like, hey, this is not for me. Hey, I might want to quit now because it's just too much. Well, let me tell you, right now is a time that you just need to double down and like really hit it and know that you're on the right track, because we all hit this wall. And I just want y'all to keep moving forward, because in a couple more months, imagine where you're going to be, because in 3-4 months, you didn't even have a business and now you're starting a business. Most brick and mortars don't make a profit for 3 to 5 years on a lot, and y'all are already making good profit and on the fast track to be able to run your own business full time on yourself. So I just wanted to let you guys know I'm proud of y'all. Don't give up and keep it moving.
It's so true. And if you guys if that resonates with you, let us know in the comments, because we have been there before. Drop your name and let us know. Have you started selling on Amazon? How long have you been selling? Have you ever felt like how Brooke just described?
Because I feel it sometimes, and we've been selling almost 6 years now. So just know that we're all in this boat together. And I know big things are coming to you guys.
And we've seen it hundreds of times. Right before you're about to give up, like 1 second before, that's when you hit the breakthrough. Whenever you're just like, I can't find any profitable products, my talent sucks.
Yeah, then the next day you might have this huge sales day and you're like, wow, my work is paying off. So I just want you guys to know that just keep it up and don't stop, don't quit. Whatever you're at, just know that you can do it.
Yes, this is our weekly live training. If you guys find this valuable, real quick, hit thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you turn on your notifications, you're going to get notified, because I think we're going to start doing some pop-up lives at different times throughout the week. And sometimes I'm real nervous to go live, so sometimes I get a little brave and I'm just going to go for it. So make sure you turn on the notifications so you don't miss it. So since your time is money, we're going to go ahead and get started. So in our last video, we were sharing how SellerAmp has changed the game for us. We have actually helped thousands of clients launch and grow their own Amazon business, and they brought this program to us because we only share things with you that we personally use and have made money from. So I'm going to do a live walkthrough showing you 2 different strategies to find products, and the best thing is you don't need any experience and you can find them from the comfort of your home. And just to show you a true testament, it is not just us making money on Amazon.
It's Francesca, and we have many other clients like her, and she had to say, like, I have to say, I didn't see this coming. Only in my 2nd month, ready to make that money, and she's made over $5,000 in sales. And the way we teach, that's 30%. She made 30% of that, which is great money.
If she followed the 3 times rule, regardless, to be less than 2 months in a new business and make over almost $6,000 in sales is just unheard of.
It's super inspiring, and it's inspiring to me, and it makes me want to go create more shipments.
It's so true. And I wanted to say a huge thank you just real quick to y'all, because last week, y'all know, we had a friend betray us, steal some products from us. So we decided to share 111 product ideas and donate all the money to charity, to actually Hurricane Ian victims. And in just 48 hours, we were able to raise $2,000. And if our friend never would have betrayed us, that probably never would have happened. So it's just like what Brooke just said. Anytime you have an obstacle, you got to roll with it. You can make something good out of it or focus on it and dwell on it. So since we want to get rid of all that hate and we want to fight evil with good, every week we are going to share one of your comments that you leave on our previous week video, because we want to spread more love, more positivity.
So bring on the comments.
So we're going to do our first one ever today, and you have no idea how much this comment means to me. She said, I wish I could have been your mother. I would have loved having a daughter just like you. And I don't have the best relationship with my mother. So seeing something like this amidst all the hate we get daily, y'all, you have no idea. This is what keeps us going, doing these free trainings and tutorials. And now I want to share a real product example that we found using Seller Amp. So I used Seller Amp and I was searching for a particular brand. I had never sold this brand ever until about 3 weeks ago. So I went all in. Brooke, you thought this product was crazy, right?
Yep.
So
I find a lot of products that she finds is a little crazy. So I'm not surprised anymore, to be honest.
The best sellers are boring, crazy, things you don't think people would ever buy. And in our first 3 weeks, we have sold 349 units with a sales revenue of over $7,000 from one new brand. So the profit on that $7,000 is over $2,000 in less than 3 weeks. And that's a 73% return on investment. So y'all, you are one product away from numbers like that.
And with that being said, never give up or just think you're going to need that one product. Always be looking for that next product, because you never know what's going to make your business more money.
It's very true. So if you guys stay till the very end, we are going to share some product ideas with you. But without further ado, Brooke is going to hop on to answer any of y'all's questions in the comments. And I'm going to share my screen with you and just do a walkthrough of 2 different ways that you guys can use Seller Amp. And we do have a 2-week free trial and 50% off coupon in the description. You can go to cageadventuresmo.com/selleramp if you need it. So let me go ahead and share my screen and we'll get going. And thank y'all so much for joining us live. I want you guys to let me know in the comments, what is a weird product you have either bought or sold on Amazon? Because you never know what's going to sell. And I have found that the boring items tend to sell the best. So Brooke, let me know if I have any issues with my technology. But okay, so this is what I did. So I just went to Amazon.com, just like normal Amazon.com. And this is how you can replicate what I'm about to teach you. This training isn't about showing you, oh, sell this product, sell that product. We actually want to teach you how to find these products for yourself, because that's way more powerful. So I'm thinking Thanksgiving is coming up next month. So what is something people eat that I find disgusting? Yams. All right. So I just went and searched, I went on Google and searched Thanksgiving foods. And then I went and started searching some of them on Amazon, because groceries are one of our top sellers. Believe it or not, people are paying for convenience. So I've never bought yams. I didn't know how much they cost. So this is what I did. Let me make this Seller Amp be way bigger so that y'all can actually see it. And I'm going to zoom in. So, all right. So what I did was this. I find the item on Amazon and I don't know any information about it. All I know is it is for sale on Amazon. So I am going to hit my Seller Amp tab, y'all, and all this good information is going to pop up. So the very first thing I want to look at over here is, am I eligible to sell it right here? Yes, I am. Then I want to look at the BSR, which is the best sales rank. This is 21,000 in grocery, which is pretty good. So I can tell based on the current sales rank, it's probably selling about 119 a month, give or take. So I set parameters in my settings that I showed you in the last video, and it basically tells me the max that I can pay for this item to make the profit I want would be $5.72. And it is always going to have the current sale price as the sell price. So you want to go down here and you want to see how many other sellers do they have. Okay. So you also want to check this. It's super important. You want to make sure that you are eligible to sell this. Make sure Amazon is not on the buy box. And if they are on the buy box, make sure that they share it. They are never on this listing. So that's amazing. It's not private label, and it is no known IP issues, which would mean intellectual property. You don't want to mess with that, and you want something standard size or smaller. Okay, so all of this looks good. So now the actual question, and I'd actually look at this before I ever look at all that. The first thing I just want to know is if I'm even allowed to sell it. Then you want to hit this little Google right here. Search for this product title on Google, and y'all can go around your house, find stuff. I've even done this with items I found in stores that I can't find in the store anymore. And I found them online and probably added 30 new products to our replenishable inventory. So once you get to Google, y'all, it's going to show you like all the different prices. It's going to do copy and paste exactly what's on the Amazon listing. So you might just have to take some words out. So I basically just want to know, where can I get these Bruce's Jam sweet potatoes and make sure it's the 15-ounce cans. So when I clicked on shopping, it looked like Walmart was about the cheapest price. So I get to walmart.com and you want to verify it is a 15-ounce can, make sure everything matches. And then you want to go look at the listing and see how many cans was this on the listing. And it looks like it was 4. So these are $1.32 each. And I have my resale certificate with Amazon, with Walmart, so I'm not going to pay any sort of taxes. So then you're going to go back to Amazon, and 132 times 4, $5.28. So I want to see, what has this price been selling for over time? All right. So I'm seeing, it was as much as like 22, but it's selling for around, 20 to 22. It looks about like. So I'm going to put the sell price, and you want to look over here at how many current offers there are. So they sell 119 a month. So most of these, and there's not a ton of sellers. It looks like there's only 8 FBA sellers, which is who we're competing with. These only have 1. They're going to sell out in no time. So I never go in at the lowest price. So quite frankly, I probably would go in closer to like $21.99, maybe even $22.99. If these people are not replenishing the items, you can always get more money FBA. So that's going to show you, for every 4 that you sell, you could make $3.89, which might not sound like a ton of money, but let's say you get half of those sales a month, give or take. And I have no doubt next month when it's Thanksgiving, this product is going to sell even more items. So $3.89 times 60, that's like $233 a month. Let's say you find 10 products like this, y'all. If you find 10 products like this, that's over $2K in extra money for your family. So let's do that whole process one more time. So another item that I see a lot of people do and you can think about, like, when I look at groceries, sometimes I'll see recipes that have gone viral online, and I'll look at what is required to make those, because a lot of times when people are on social media and they see some sort of, y'all, excuse my dog Cajun. Of course, he wants to go outside right now during the live. That's just how he is. So I'll look up the viral recipes, and then I'll look up the whatever would need to. Let me get off the screen share so maybe it will load a little faster. Okay, so I'll look them up and see what is required in them, because a lot of times people will be on their phones and they'll just instantly go to Amazon. Of course, this is taking a while to load, but I opened it up before and I saw that I can find these little marshmallow bits at Target for $1.79. If you have a red card, then it will actually, let me close these out to see if it'll go a little faster. If you have a red card, it is going to save you 5 extra %. Let me know in the comments, have y'all ever sold groceries on Amazon? And before Seller Amp loads, if this is $1.79 each and I need 4 of them and it's selling for about 25 bucks, comment yes or no. Do you think it would be a good product to sell on Amazon? Because I would really love to get your opinion on this. Okay, let me try this one more time. All right, I'm going to actually hop over here while that loads, because this is live. Yes, we're back, baby. It always never wants to work right when you're live, is what I have discovered. Okay, so here we go. So we want to go through that exact same process. And if you guys are struggling to find products like this on your own, they do have programs like Tactical Arbitrage that will basically plug and play for you. And if you didn't know, you can even go on like Rakuten, which is a site we use to get cash back. Look at the daily sales. This is an Amazon secret. I really haven't told anybody this. And look at whatever's on sale that day. Go to that website. And then if you click on a certain product and click the Seller Amp button, it will find any matching products on Amazon that way. So you can reverse search from the items from sites just like this. So keep that in mind. Holy crap, they sell 237 of these a month, y'all. Okay, that is a little crazy. So let me go back to Target and see, what is it? It looks like it is $1.79, and then I'm getting 4 of them. So after my red card savings, that's going to be about $6.80. And it is actually right now selling for $24.99. It always has the default as the lowest, but if they're selling a 237, and then look, there are about 23 FBA competitors. This is a hot lead. I almost didn't want to share this because I wanted to sell it myself, but I would rather, teach a man to fish, feed them for their life versus just give them one fish for that day, I guess. So as you can see, it is selling anywhere over time. Let's see. This chart is going to actually show you the price over time. So you can see like at this one point on September 29th, the buy box was freaking $42.86. But let's say you're factoring that in, like you think it's always going to sell that price point, but it actually only sold that price point for like that one day. The very next day, it was back down to $25.99. That's why it's so important to look at this data, y'all. When we started, we were just guessing blind. We had no idea, but now you have all this data. And you can see back at the beginning of September, at one point, somebody had no idea how to price. It was only $13.59. But pretty consistently, the past couple months, it has been around $22 to $25. So I'm going to factor it in at $24.99 because I have good reviews. So that would be freaking $8.34 profit for every single 4-pack. You don't even have to go to Target and pick this up. If you have a red card, or I think if you order over a certain amount, they're going to ship it to you for free. So I could order this today and have it shipped to me by October 29th. Make sure for food items, you want to make sure that they do not expire anytime soon. Now I want to show you how you can take this to another level. Anybody who's struggling to find products, I want you to go do this today. Download Seller Amp if you don't have it. If you use the code Cajun Ventures, it will give you 50% off. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to pull up any item, hit the Seller Amp button. This is called storefront stalking, okay? You can steal from other people's stores. Don't steal from your friends unless if you want to go to hell. And yeah, y'all, hit thumbs up if you find these videos valuable. Okay, I'm sorry if y'all are the pink pineapple trading, but I love that name. This is what I want to look for so I want to assume all these people's products are profitable. So this is what I look for. I'm going to show you who I would click and who I wouldn't click. H&M Deals only has 31 feedback. Does that mean they don't have profitable items? No, but they're probably still figuring it out. This person only has 1. This person has like 80. This has 685. That would be maybe somebody I would click. Pink Pineapple Trading has 1,468, and I like their name. So we're going to go with them. If it's you, I'm sorry. Don't worry. I could give this information to thousands of people, and 99% of people will do nothing with it. So, all right. So this is going to show me, oh, yes, y'all, we scored big time. Okay. Yes, this never happens live, but here we go. I swear I did not look any of this up before. This is happening right here live. So this is amazing. This is going to tell me every single product that this seller has. It's going to break it down right here by the brand name. So I could click any of these. Y'all, this is freaking weird because I did a video on Trader Joe's and Buc-ee's. So I don't want to expose their entire business whatsoever. I just want to teach you how to do this. And I would never in a million years go copy every single product they sell. But if you can find 1 or 2 from each, you can possibly set up wholesale contracts with any of these. Like if you could reach out to Cafe Olay maybe and set it up, or maybe just order it online, doing online arbitrage. If you want to focus on a certain category, you can break it down that way as well. So let's just start. I see that I can see all their Trader Joe's products. So if you guys have a Trader Joe's near you because you cannot order them online, you would already know. You can go look and see how much is this pumpkin bread and muffin mix, because 2 of them sell for $17.99. So Trader Joe's isn't an item that you could really like source online, but I'll tell you what, we got a 99-cent Louisiana shopping bag that I can't get anymore. And that thing was selling between $14 and $17. And it's like a plastic reusable bag. So we're making like $12 off each one. It couldn't break. It didn't even weigh like 3 ounces. So it might be items that you don't think. If you do go to Trader Joe's, do know you're not gonna be able to scan the barcodes. You're just gonna have to type in the name. This pecan pumpkin instant oatmeal is like going for freaking $19.25 for 2. Pumpkin spice cookies, a 2-pack is $20.50. I mean, these are tiny little tea mints, little bitty things that's like by the register, maybe $1 for it. I don't know how much it is. They sell 2 for $9.33. So the money is basically everywhere. You just have to go find it. So I want to look at the Buc-ee's, and then let's see. Man, they even sell something from the HEB. Okay, that is kind of crazy. Let me look and see, because now I'm just curious. So I did a video last week on Buc-ee's, which is kind of crazy. And you can see right here, they have these peel and stick decals. I don't want to go over all their products, but that just shows you how easy. So then you would just repeat the same process. So they have this HEB Cafe au lait. All you would do for this is click on it and search on Google and see if you can find any of these items. So if you are struggling to find products, this is a powerful tool, y'all. This is a game changer. I want to know, are these step-by-step trainings helpful for you? And Brooke is about to come back and join me, and we are going to start answering all of your questions live. If you need another walkthrough, if you check out the video that we just posted, we pretty much have walkthroughs on our channel of anything that you need. Tonight, we do have a free training that is geared 100% for beginners. It definitely is just going to walk you through the basics of selling on Amazon. If you guys want to sign up for that, you can just head to CajunVenturesMo.com. We just really want to provide the most value possible for you that we can. So I'm going to hop in the comments. If you guys have any questions, drop them in the comments. I know like learning these new processes is kind of hard. We just learned SellerAmp, a month ago? Maybe a month ago.
And from the minute we opened it, we saw the power and the value that it brought to our business.
And also how cheap it is, because most Amazon tools start at least $50 to $100 a month, bare minimum, basically. And I guess because Amazon sellers created it, they really wanted to help people and they made it affordable. You can get the unlimited search plan. I mean, I know it's like less than $30 a month, something like that. So it is, find one item and in one day you could easily make that money back. You got to invest in your business to get the date, because like you don't want to go with your gut, you want to go with data, just
and
like
you don't
that.
You don't need a million tools. You just need to find a good tool that works for you. And what we share is always things that we use. And just to let you guys know, when we first started, because I know they have a lot of beginners here, you don't need all these tools. You could just use the seller app, scan it, use the best sales rank chart, and go from there. You try to keep it in the top 5%. And you could do well just with the $40 Amazon plan. So you don't need all these extra tools.
Don't let it overwhelm you.
Do they help grow your business? Absolutely.
Matt, that's a great question. How much of your sales are from wholesale versus online arbitrage versus retail arbitrage? So when we first started, we didn't have a lot of money. So we were pretty much like 100% retail arbitrage, mainly books, right?
Yeah, books from Goodwills and thrifts and wherever we could find them.
Then we learned you can work smarter because, since the pandemic and stuff, I don't even want to leave my house and go be around people. So we kind of started sourcing stuff online. We started just by like going to eBay and places like that, saving searches. Then we're like, okay, I think we could automate this a little bit more. So then I would start just looking up products I had previously found in stores to find places online. I could just order 20 at a time. So it was kind of like an online arbitrage. It wasn't a wholesale account, but I was consistently ordering these products where it really wasn't that much work. So what do you think? How much of our sales now? I would say, it's kind of hard to say a percentage, but I would say retail arbitrage now.
We have so many listings. So
we have so many. Most of all of our products are online arbitrage. We've gotten into wholesale recently, maybe like for 2 or 3, but that's our goal.
We have 2 handfuls of private labels, but we try to not scare you guys into that quite yet because y'all are beginners and we don't
recommend beginners to start with private label because it's so easy to screw it up and it's so cost intensive.
You got to put a lot of capital in it to be able to sell those products. So we want to let you guys win, and then we'll move on and give you more of that kind of content later.
And I feel like our private label products were successful because of what we learned doing online arbitrage, wholesale, retail arbitrage. Because if you don't know the basics, you're not going to know.
We do very little retail arbitrage now. We try to, whenever we go to a store, we definitely will go scan every time we walk into one.
And I find a lot of online arbitrage items by going to stores, seeing an item, then searching online for it, and bam, because it just opens your mind to products you never thought about. Go to your grocery store, look at local regional items, and then come tell me how many sales you make. So, all right, let's see. All right, let me check this out. Do you think it's worth going with the $40 monthly plan? Yes, absolutely. Don't do the $1 plan. They usually shut your account down.
And it's a big waste of time. And
it is.
And how, like, do you believe in yourself? Because if you're not believing in yourself, you're trying to talk yourself out of selling. So just get the $40 pro plan, go all in, count on yourself. And
realistically, you could get the $40 monthly plan, seller amp for what, 25, 30 bucks, whatever it is. And I would recommend Inventory Lab, which is about 40 to 45. So like, let's say you can start a business for like $100 a month plus your cost of goods as well. But those would be the three things I would recommend for beginners. I mean, you have to have the Amazon seller app.
Hey, Rhonda.
Hey, Rhonda.
I need to know how you're going to pack those 4 cans of yams. I answered that earlier, but how I would pack or prep them is I'd find a box that fits those 4 cans very well. I'd package it in the box, put sold as a set, put our FN SKU on the top, and send it in that way. Because it's heavy, that's why I wouldn't use just a normal poly bag.
And make sure you put the little sticker that says sold as a set, do not separate. And now we like to sell a lot of lightweight things that don't expire for a long time, like seasonings. And if
that was definitely off for what we sell, but
if it's seasonings, what you want to do is just put it in like a poly bag with the suffocation warning on it.
Light and you don't have to worry about it tearing open. But something this heavy, I'll be worried about it busting and all your products getting scattered. So I put them in a box, but I'd make sure that they would perfectly fit that box. I wouldn't get a huge box.
Or the yams will be everywhere, y'all.
And not only that, your inventory fees would go up because you have a much larger box.
And can everybody show Rhonda some love in the comments? Because yesterday she just hit $2,000 in sales and she does not give herself enough credit. She even said, I don't know if this is good or not. Like, of course that's good. $2,000 in Amazon sales. Most people will never achieve that in their lifetime. So I think that you guys need to give yourself more credit for even just putting yourself out there and trying something new, because most people will never even sell one product online in their life.
Look how long it took us to all graduate high school, 12 years.
That's true. And what did we get out of it?
Or some 13 or 14 if you had the preschool and the kindergarten.
Or if you did a couple years, twice. It happens.
But just look at your business that way. Like, we don't know everything from the beginning, but the more time you put into it,
the more you learn, then earn.
And then your business is going to grow and your earnings are going to grow.
If you're doing that from the get-go, you're ahead of where we were. Let's just put it that way. So can I do storefront stalking from my phone? A huge tip that we have is your business is going to grow insanely when you start doing your research on a computer. You probably could do it on your phone, but it's so much fat. And like, I do everything on my phone. So you listen to me, because once you do it on a computer, Brooke, how many computer screens do you have? Like,
not enough. I have 3.
It's just easier to do it from a computer because things go way faster. You're not having to go back and forth from tab to tab. So just do it on a computer. It is going to be so much faster. Okay, look, everybody is showing Rhonda love, as they should. Go Rhonda. Oh, Tyler's here. Tyler is also celebrating. I don't remember how much sales you had. 5K, I think you hit. I think it was 5K.
Yeah. I know it was a big number.
It was a big number for sure. So we are proud of everybody. And yes, let me look. Okay, so somebody said you had tried to do it, but it didn't work. Yeah, do it on the computer. You can use Seller Amp in the store to scan products and see the monthly sales if you're allowed to sell it. So that's just it. Oh, look who it is. Okay, so I want to tell you, you miss your calling as a narrator because you leave the funniest comments, and I like die laughing at all of them. So he just left the Sam's Club and got some. That is awesome. Keep dropping your comments. Show everybody some love, because we're all about, I just feel like there is plenty of room for all of us to make money selling on Amazon. You don't have to steal from your friends. You don't have to lose your ethics. We can help you make thousands of dollars in sales, and it's not going to remotely impact our business.
So this is a good question. What does it mean if no one has a buy box, or the buy box line disappears, drops off on the keep it chart? My opinion on that is a lot of times that the price might be a discontinued item, and the price might have went up, and Amazon's not comfortable giving that buy box yet. Or there's nobody on the listing at all, so nobody has the buy box.
But it can also mean if you're looking at like the chart, and you see all of a sudden it goes from having multiple FBA offers, and it looks like a roller coaster. It goes straight down. That usually is a sign that
of what?
IP alert. IP alert. If you see a bunch of sellers all go away and it's only Amazon or the brand left, avoid it like the plague.
That means they were probably sending cease and desist, or giving sellers IP for using their pictures, their listing, and all that, and they watch you off that listing. So that's probably why it went down. But there's a ton of factors why things could appear and disappear. So I want to let y'all all the factors into it, so you could start using that data to make your better buying decisions.
All right, I'm about to give you a little bit of tough love, because we hear this a lot. The excuse is, I don't know how. Okay, you have a computer in your pocket. You can go on YouTube right now. We have videos, and thousands of other Amazon sellers and gurus have posted step-by-step how to list products. If you want like one-on-one help from us, head to cageadventuresmo.com, and we are more than happy to help you. But you have to ditch the I don't know how, because I used to wait tables. Brooke was a sugarcane farmer. Do you think we knew how to do any of this?
You didn't know how to tie your shoe. You didn't know how to log into that Amazon seller account, but now you do. So you know how. You just got to take the action to do it. Look yourself in the mirror and really ask yourself why I didn't send anything in yet. It ain't because you don't know how, because you can find it on Google, YouTube, our guide, anywhere as you want it. And I'm challenging you by next week on this live video.
I want you to tell us you listed your first product.
Yes.
And maybe even your first sale too. And I did hear, I don't know if this is true.
I'm trying to hype you up here. I'm not trying to give you tough love. I'm just wanting you to win.
We do. And I did hear a rumor, and I want you to let me know next week if it's true. If you call Amazon or email them, if you haven't made a sale, I heard they will refund that money. I don't know if it's true, because I've never, thank God, not made a sale and been paying for that. But it's kind of like you're paying for a gym membership. You want to get your money's worth. So check and see if they'll refund it. Watch a video and
send something
to Amazon or list it FBM. Like, take some action, because if you don't, I hope you like where your life is just how it is today, because it's going to be the same 5 years from now. So we love you, and I'm not trying to be mean whatsoever. Rana says the same thing. I didn't know how when I started. The guide and videos are amazing, but we want to help you regardless of your budget. We have step-by-step videos on YouTube as well. So don't feel like you have to pay somebody like $5,000 for some crazy course to learn the basics. If you're broke as a joke, you can learn everything on YouTube for free. That's what we did. I think having a community of people that support you and you can ask questions to, I think that is worth its weight in gold, really.
Hey, Christy, I just want to say what's up. I hope you are flipping all those shipping. Is it shipping containers? It's not shipping containers. It's storage units. I see y'all have a lot.
Yes, we met in Miami. We were sitting at the same table, and her and her husband they'll go into auctions, and I've always watched that show and always want to do it. But I know
y'all YouTube channel is kind of cool. I like that y'all show everyone exactly what y'all do. So if y'all want to go show her some love, bring it to her.
Yes. Okay. So can I use SellerAmp if I sell books? You can use SellerAmp for books, but as far as like, I don't really
think there's a better tool for that, and we could guide you to that. Really, Scout IQ
is pretty good.
It's designed for that,
but only in like massive amounts of books,
correct.
Not just a couple.
Because if you're only selling books, that would be the software to go with, because you could scan the book and you'll set your parameters, and it would give you a green light, red light, or a noise in your earbuds, and then you just keep moving forward.
Yeah, I don't think SellerAmp will give you the information, how much it sells a month, but as far as reverse sourcing books, maybe that I've never done it. I really haven't.
I've watched a lot of videos on it, and I know it works really well. Like,
I know a lot of
with
people
books
do
on
it.
SellerAmp, I'm not like you'd have to do all the research like you would do on any other product. So I think it would take a little longer. I think you'd get a lot of valuable information from it, but it wouldn't be the fastest way to this.
All right, so you have started sending boxes every week to Amazon, selling every day. That makes my heart so happy. And I found a lot of people, because you guys have been selling on eBay for a while, if I'm not mistaken. I started by selling on eBay as well. And it's like, I see people who sell on eBay, they transition to Amazon and they never look back, because
Tell them why.
You don't have to ship products every day.
You don't have to take pictures.
You don't have to take pictures. Somebody had asked about pictures. You only have to take pictures if it's a private label new product. If you don't have to do any of that.
You don't have to go to the post office every day unless you do FBM, which we do not recommend unless you have to. At FBA, Amazon handles all that for you, and you don't have to waste all your time packaging.
So we kind of just answered this question. We recommend FBA 100%
all
because
day.
The only things we ever do FBM are things that are not allowed, like sprays, some liquids, which we try to avoid at all costs because they just get damaged so easily.
And hey, you can't make money doing FBM while you're on vacation, whereas you can on FBA.
And it's really, really hard to grow and scale your business and automate it when you're spending hours a day packaging up items. So we only recommend doing, and now we're not saying never do FBM because there's money to be made, but we try to keep it real light, easy to pack items, because if it's something big and bulky, you have to figure it out. And a huge rookie mistake is listing something FBM and not factoring in the shipping. And then you go to ship it and you're in the hole and you're trying to make money for your family, and now it's just costing you money.
Another one with shipping FBM is not knowing the right the right shipping service to use, because you can do like first class, priority, UPS, USPS, FedEx. You could go all these different options, and then sometimes you would pick the wrong one and you look at your numbers at the end of the day and you lost money and you didn't realize, like, oh, I was shipping this book, I could have did media mail or I think it's called Bound Matter on Amazon and saved that much more money, and you would have been in the positive versus in the negative. So always try to do your research on shipping, how to ship. We suggest to buy things that are under £1, because then we could ship it first class if we're doing FBM, and that's costs you under $8. And everything priority, the priority mailers and stuff start at $8, and it could go on and cost you a lot of money in shipping. So anything under £1, USPS, it'll cost you less than $8 to ship it across the country. So just start to learn that as you become a more seasoned Amazon seller.
So this is so true. It's so much easier letting them do it. But if you guys do have some FBM orders, I'll give you some do y'all want some quick tips for shipping items? Comment yes or no. If so, we want to provide as much value. So if it's not helpful, we definitely don't want to share it. Hey, we don't care if you're late. We're just so glad that you're here. So Rhonda says, I hate shipping products as well. I totally get that. So what we normally do is
you just don't realize how much time it takes until you have a lot of them to ship out. And then you realize, like, where did my day go? And it went on that box and on that shit, like the whole table, the whole process of it.
Okay, and hey, Cheryl, so here we're going to do a really, really quick, real quick shipping tips,
up one.
30 seconds or less. So we do not ship anything FBM in, like, we would never do just a poly bag like this, because it's probably going to get damaged, unless if it's something that cannot be damaged.
Maybe clothing, but then we put a special note on there to watch how they open it to make sure they don't damage the product when opening.
Okay, so we ship most of our items. This is a 6x4x4 box, and we get these on Amazon. We have the ones that we use linked in the description. We usually do 6x4x4 boxes, 8x4x4 boxes, and then 4x4x4. This is from Pack In Ship, I think is the website. It's like a small family-owned company. And
that's a lot of our boxes that we use. Why? Because it's all under £1. We try to stick it to under £1. So just
now, if it is over £1, there is a hack. So they have like these flat rate priority boxes, but it would have to be very small to fit in here. But if you get something and you put it in a box, they have these flat rate mailing envelopes. Okay, so they have the bubble one, which costs a little bit more. But if you can put something like skinny, like we could actually put an item. And this also works.
In this box.
This also works if they
bag.
pay to get it expedited. Look at Cajun; he's trying to be in the box. So you could put an item that is either expedited or weighs. You could get a skinny box, put it in that, and then you put it inside of here.
And then that would cost you $8. $8. I forget the cents.
$8 as opposed to like 15 to 20. So these flat rate envelopes are a game changer.
So just really just start thinking. Wow. He just opened it.
He opened it. Yeah. Yes.
Our dog
Hey,
opens up cabinets like
and doors.
Nobody's business.
Look,
doors too.
Come here. He literally just went and got this trash out of the garbage. He ain't stupid. He's actually smarter than us. All right. So, this is a great question, Matt. How often do you find yourself selling a bad buy for a loss? I made some mistakes as a beginner and we'll have to liquidate some items. So, I feel like it's never really a loss because you learned a lesson. You either didn't check. I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen out of your control. Amazon can hop on a listing. A price can tank if it gets put on a buy list. So I usually will just realize, for example, we used to sell a lot of stuff under $20 and it was so easy for that to happen because if a lot of people got on that listing, the price would just tank. So then we started realizing once you can afford, if you can focus on products that you buy for like $20 or more each, there's less people who either can afford that or are willing to take that risk. So it puts the chances of that happening and so you want to look for something that's selling about 3 times that, or even if it's 15, it's selling around 45. We have noticed that happens way less. What I'll normally do I'll wait probably like 2 months, give or take, now if it has an expiration date on it, I'm going to do it way sooner. And what I will do is I will mark it down. You want to look and see what all the other sellers are priced at, obviously. And then I will mark it down. Sorry, I'm hearing my dog back in that trash can. I will mark it down. And if I even have to just put it at where I break even, or even if I take like a $5 loss on something, it's better than not selling it at all and taking the entire loss. So just learn from your mistakes, price competitively, and make sure that you use data moving forward to take, calculated risk.
Yeah, and don't be negative on yourself for a couple bad buys.
Yes, he's hungry
because
always.
You would definitely make that up. You chalk it up as a learning curve, and that little bit of a loss you have, you're going to outweigh it pretty soon because you learned a lot from that.
Tiffany, what you need to do is get approved for grocery. You're probably not approved for grocery. So in our guide, we have step-by-step how to do that. You basically just go to an authorized wholesaler or distributor and order 10 units and submit the receipt. You could probably watch on YouTube to see. Do not pay for any ungating guides, y'all. Don't. They charge up to like $1,000. Go ahead.
Where are we at?
I don't know.
I thought you were clicking on something for me to read.
He was pinching me to do something, so I didn't know what it was. Drop any more questions you have in here. I guess let's do one final check question. And guys, if you guys want your nice comments to be featured, go on our last video that just got released and drop a comment because I want to celebrate, being good to people every single week.
Susan, how often do you check your list prices? I can tell you we check them daily.
Every single day.
We usually, for a long time, we would manually reprice. So we'd always go check daily and make sure we were competitive and see what was happening with the listings that we were working on. And now we do use a repricer. Makes things a little better.
Way faster.
But we still have to go in daily and make sure all the parameters are right.
Not responding. You guys, I don't know if you can see us. It's saying our screen is not responding. But either way, we just want to thank you guys so much for giving us the most valuable thing that you have, which is your time. This happens to me every day. For giving us the most valuable thing you have, which is your time. I don't know.
So now y'all,
I don't know how to turn this off, but y'all go make that money and we'll see you on the next video. Thank y'all so much for joining us.
We are live.
Let me look at my phone and see if this is still working because our computer just says not responding. So I don't even know if y'all can see us right now. Okay,
Oh,
we're back. Just kidding. All right, y'all. That's live. I hope that you guys have the best week ever. We will see you next Wednesday. We love